Welcome to Arcade Repair Vlog. I guess it's going to be number 20. We're going to start with some bowling. Had some issues with losing my train of thought. Some tangling on the pins. And so we got a solution for that. We're going to see if that works. And then also got a problem with Duncan Alien. If you don't want to watch the bowling, I do bowl like 5 or 6, 7 frames, something like that. It takes about 8 minutes. Just fast forward it and you can skip right on to the Duncan Alien. And do have a good repair video on that, even though it's a repair that I've done several times. We hit 1,000 subscribers. Hopefully this weekend I'll have to get with Mike and check, but hopefully this weekend we have a celebration 1,000 sub party, or we're going to do a full walkthrough of Mike's Arcade finally. He finally agreed to it, and if we hit 1,000 subscribers, he was going to do it. So we did it, and so we're going to get to see that finally. But thanks for subscribing, thanks for watching, and we appreciate all you guys. And stick around, and we'll show you some bowling and some Duncan Alien. And also coming up, we have we're installing axe throwing and ninja stars. Like, I want to say Chinese stars because that's what we called them as kids, but I guess they're Asian stars. I don't know what's the politically correct term for that. Throwing stars, throwing knives, axes. So that's going to go in right in between bowling and the children's party room. So that ought to be interesting. But I'll get some footage of that and show you guys what that looks like this weekend. But thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing.
This job would be great if it wasn't for the customers.
I'm Walter Day, the father of esports, and you're watching Matty Mo's Arcade.
And you know how long it's been since I played whack-a-mole?
I'm getting ready to attack, fanny pack attached. Tokens are all stacked, got the mallet in my grasp. Waiting for the moles, hiding in their holes. Score, we're keeping tally, I'll be playing till they close now. Can't nobody beat my high score. You can't beat my high score. Can't nobody beat my high score. You can't beat my high score. I'm a mallet master, a single-fisted blaster. You can ask my baby, it starts slow then gets faster. I'm a record setter.
Starting out here at Mini Bowling, replacing these little things here. These are supposed to be for anti-tangle, but when they do stuff like this, they all get tangled. Look at this one's real bad. So replacing them with these like little carrot style. And these slide up in here and nothing pokes out at the top. So we'll see how that goes. I did lane 2 already before I got snowed in last week, and those seem to be doing fine. And you can see all the levels of the pins are way off, so I'll have to fix that when I get done with this one. But I'm gonna continue going on here. Basically, you just pull it out the bottom, cut it off, and then retie a new one on. You have to, you know, burn it with a lighter to get it through this little teeny tiny hole. But yeah, I'm gonna finish these up, and then we'll play a game, see if that fixes that tangle issue, hopefully. These are the little inserts that were in there before. I actually saved all of these. I'm going to clean up the tops of them so they're not all nasty and jagged, but I think these will be fine in a pinch if I need them. I'm also working on the boss's phone over here. But I am going to put these aside and grab the tripod, and then we need to bowl a game or so just to make sure that the new, whatever these things are called, stoppers or detanglers, I need to make sure that at least it's in the positive and we're not just causing more problems. It is, what, Thursday, so I got 2 more lanes to do, and if these don't work, then, or if the new ones don't work, I'm probably going to just go back to these, which will be a pain if I have to go back and do all that. But let's get the tripod set up and bowl a little bit. So we're going to be bowling right here on lane 3, this one right here. And the pins are still down on lane 1. I got to figure out what's going on with that too. Let's see if it'll drop the balls. It's returning some, that's a good sign. There we go. go. I feel like I'm in a Home Alone party scene. Christmas music. There we go. Not bad. No tangles, that's good. Oh, there's a tangle. Aggravating. Doesn't look like it's gonna fix itself either. Come on. Okay. Almost screwed up my strike. It's awful. Almost as bad as my bowling. Alright, I'm going to stop it here and fix this tangle, and we'll see if we bowl another game after that. Alright, let's try it again. We gotta enter the names and stuff in. Alright, now we can bowl. Mood lighting. All I did there was just tighten the strings up and kind of evened them out, so we'll see if that does any better. Didn't help my bowling at all. Looks better. I did. I don't think those little things are really going to help that at all. That's not so bad. Thought I was gonna have that one. Let's bowl a couple more frames on film. I don't know how interesting it is to watch me bowl. Let's see here. That's not so bad. Building X throwing over there. That'll be fun. They have throwing stars and throwing knives and all kinds of stuff. I'm warming up. Seems to be doing a lot better now. Well, until I say something. That doesn't even give it a chance to untangle. It needs to come all the way down. Oh, come on. There we go. Or not. You say don't set it down there like that. Alright, should be good now. There. I don't really think there's a whole lot I can do about that. I think it's just going to be that. Horrible. Alright, that's enough of me. My horrible bowling. I'll finish this up and find us something else to do. So the stupid Duncan Alien target arm isn't swinging again, but it's at least connected to the motor this time. So I'm gonna pull the board and check the TIP 122, this guy right here. Normally it sits down in this black spot, but I don't set it down on the board anymore. But usually that goes out and it fixes it, so let's take it to the back and try that. This is the transistor out of the Duncan Alien, and I'll see if I can get the right angle on it. You can see that little scratch mark there. That's actually a crack. Let's see how close I can get it. It's still focus. Come on, how about there? Close. Really, it's kind of hard to see. I mean, you can see the mark, but if you run your fingernail across it, you can definitely feel it. And I tested it, of course, just to see. But yeah, it's definitely bad. And I don't know what's causing this, if it's just the game running hot or what happens, but it definitely gets overheated. But I got a bag full of them just because, and it is, let's see if we can see it on here. Come on, focus, focus, getting closer. I didn't read it, but I know what it says. Anyway, it's a TIP 122. Tip 122, I don't know how you say it. Everybody's got their own way, I guess. There, you can kind of see it. There we go. So, I'm going to get that put in, and it is right here on the board. Let's see if we can get some focus there. And it's not marked in that spot, but it is right here in those three holes. And normally it lays down and has a screw that goes through it. Do not do this to your board. If you're replacing it, just leave it up. It runs too hot, it will eat a hole all the way through the board, which it almost did to this one. But I'm gonna pull one out of the spares and get that installed, and we'll throw it in the game. Hang on. Here we go. We got, I know this is pretty ugly looking, but this thing has been repaired many times. There's no solder pad left on any of those. I got a jumper here. I'm able to connect it to the trace on the top two just by globbing the solder on the bottom. But I've checked continuity. It does go to here. This one, of course, with the jumper wire that's super ugly, does go to there. And then the other top one goes there. So it's good to go. It's actually in there a little bit more stable than the one that was in there before. And you don't have to worry about which way to put this one in, because you know it needed to fold down and screw through the board there. So if it was folded down, you know it needed to face that way. So that's all good to go. Just gonna check these chips. Sometimes they like to creep up. That one is creeping a little. This doesn't have anything to do with my current issue. Just checking it while I have it out. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to get that one on two hands. You can kind of see a little crooked in there, huh? Need to shift it over just a little. I don't want to break any legs off. This one looks like it's riding on some high heels on the right side itself. They're all just kind of smashed over a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Doesn't help that the stickers are all crooked. Kind of like a little, oh, I don't even know what to call it at the moment. I'm trying to think of 5 things at once. Optical illusion, that's what I'm going for. Now I'm kind of looking at these guys, making sure they're not hanging out a little too close. They are, but they're not touching. Really needs a brushing off. This thing is pretty disty. Let me find a different way to hold this. It's a little better. Yeah, it's pretty dusty. So I kind of want to go through this board when I have a chance and just check and see what other parts are in this circuit with this thing. Maybe I have something else going bad. I mean, it's been, I changed this thing probably 6 months ago, but it wasn't the actual problem. So I think the last time that this was an actual problem was probably a year or more ago. So if this one goes bad quickly, then I'm definitely going to start checking other parts, because it's just a little too much. It was every 2 years or so, maybe almost 3, and now, if it was bad last time, then now we're down to every 6 months, but I'm not sure about that. But this is the my stash of 122s. I have plenty of them. I mean, I use them for other things than just this board, but when I originally bought them, I bought plenty because of this thing. But let's go ahead and chuck it back into the game, and that should fix it this time. I don't have any doubts. Last time we went through this, it was touch and go, but I think this is going to get it this time. Let's see. All right, so we're ready to fire her up.
Yikes!
Come on, sucker. Bingo, bango, hot diggity dog, or some shit like that. Fill in your own catchphrase. Alright. So, we got that one fixed. I'm going to go ahead and button this up, but that should wrap it up for this video. I got plenty more to do, but if I want anybody to see this today, I got to get working on it. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. So these two right here are going to be ground and 5 volt. So what do we get here? Did I not turn the game on? I didn't turn the game on. I guess that would help. Hang on.
Here it is. A nice little trade. The person I traded got what they wanted. I got what I wanted. And a pretty good deal on it too.
Super hang on. What I want.
That comes later.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on fire.
Whoa.
Lots of smoke.
Well, that's bad.
Yeah, well, thanks for watching.
When you take care of people, people take care of you in this community.
That's the truth.
So everyone, please remember that. Even if we're competitors, we're not enemies.